Alright guys, settle down, just back for another review. This time I'll be doing the DC Universe Wave 3 Deathstroke figure. Wave 3 is the only wave I actually collected the whole entire wave. Normally I just like cherry pick certain characters that I want, but I did end up getting the entire Wave 3. Normally, I tend to stick to the Batman characters mostly. I mean, I'll occasionally get, like the Superman characters or the Green Lantern characters. But that's about it. But, Wave 3, the Build-A-Figure was Solomon Grundy. And I wanted to get him to go with my Batman display. I know he's a Green Lantern villain, but he was in The Long Halloween. He was also in Dark Victory, so I wanted to pick him up. And then I was going to be getting, Robin, Nightwing, Green Lantern, Sinestro, anyways. So this was the only guy I wouldn't have gotten if I didn't need him to complete the Build-A-Figure, or Collecting Connect figure, whatever. But I'm really glad that I had to get him, because he's a very, very nice figure. He's got a great sculpt, a really nice paint job, and a ton of awesome accessories. So let's get into this. I'm just gonna take off this stuff so I can show you his articulation. He's got the standard DC Universe articulation, the ball joint at the head. He's got the typical range. He moves at the shoulders, at the elbow, at the bicep, at the wrist, right there. He has the waist the torso articulation and the waist articulation, but it's kind of limited by the pouches on his belt. And then he's got the legs move, in and out, forward and backward. He turns at the middle of the thigh. His knee bends, and then his foot can go forward and backward like that. So just your normal DC Universe articulation, no surprises there. But the sculpt on this guy is really cool. He's got a bunch of like scaling sorta right there. It's like chainmail sort of, but it looks like scales like on a reptile. It's really nicely sculpted, really detailed well. There's a nice black paint wash on it to really bring out the detail. His belt and the pouches on there are sculpted really nicely. Even his holster for his gun is it's textured to look like leather. It's really nice. They even painted on the button there. It's really just incredible. They put the texture on this too to make it look more like a real band. It's just really nice detailing all the way around. It's really cool. And plus I really like these boots. I don't know why. They kind of remind me of like a pirate boots or something. I just think they're kind of neat. They look nice on this figure. So that was a nice addition. I don't really know much about this character aside from watching the Teen Titans cartoon, but yeah, he seems pretty cool. I've heard him compared to Deadpool from Marvel. I don't know if that's an accurate comparison or not, but that's what I hear. I don't know. For his accessories, he comes with 4 weapons. Just got the handgun out there. He's got, the handgun that I just took out of his holster. It's detailed very nicely. It's even got the silver little paint detailing there. And as you just saw, it fits into the holster beautifully. You can just slide it in there, and you can just this strap here, it just pegs right into the bottom of the holster, and it fits in there so nicely. It's great. it's really nice that they actually made the holster so that the gun can fit in there really well. Because sometimes you'll get a holster like that, but the strap won't be able to close or something, and it's just bothersome. He comes with another gun, a machine gun sort of rifle or something. It's got a scope on there, so you can, I don't know, pick people off from on top of the building or something. I don't know. Has a nice strap on it, and you can unhook the strap so you can put it around him easily, and it just slides back in there really easily, just like that. So that's nice. He has his staff. It's a nice metallic, silvery painted staff. It's got some nice detailing on these handle parts. They're kind of ribbed, just to make them look different. And it looks like there's a little button sculpted on here. I don't know if that's intentional or if that's just a little scrap from the mold, but it's on there. So that's a nice weapon. And then he comes with his sword, you know, just a typical sword, good for slicing or stabbing, you know, whatever. The handle is detailed really nicely and painted really well. You can't really see it on my camera, but if you see it in person, it looks great. And then again, it has the metallic paint on there. And you can also remove this little, I don't know, I guess it's like a ammunition belt or something. So if you want to count that as a 5th accessory, you go right ahead and count that. So yeah, slides on and off really easily. Now what's great about these accessories is that you can store them all on the figure itself. You can put the gun right there in the holster, just like that. You can put the sword right there in the sheath. You can take the staff, and on the back of this strap there's two little clips right there, and just clip it on just like that. Sits in there really nicely. And then the gun, the other gun, you can just throw over his shoulder, or you can actually take and, you know, put it around his neck like that. So that's really cool how he can hold all of his accessories. I think it's really nice when they do that, where they come with, when they make a figure and they have a way that you can store all the accessories on the figure. And you can also have him holding his weapons, of course. This hand on my figure is a little more opened, where this hand is a little tighter. So this one's good for holding the guns, and this one is good for holding the sword and the staff. You know, just because the guns have a thicker handle. So I don't know if all the figures are like that, but mine is. So that's kind of nice. You know, all the weapons fit in his hand nicely. So that's always a plus. You know, let's get some nice little displays going. Can have them like that. Drop the sword there. You know, it's just a really fun figure. I can see, if I had this as a kid, I would have loved it, because he has so many accessories. There's just so many possibilities with this figure. It's really neat. You know, and if you're into collecting Teen Titans figures, this is a must-have for your collection. And even if you don't want this figure, I would recommend picking it up anyways, because it's just a really nice figure. It's a great addition to your collection. You know, even if you're not a fan of DC Universe and you like Teen Titans, reading the comics, watching the TV show, whatever, pick it up. You gotta get this guy. It's a really nice figure. But that's all. That's all I gotta say about Deathstroke. If you enjoyed this video, give it a nice thumbs up down there. Leave a comment, tell me what you thought. You know, and subscribe to this channel for more awesome reviews. So yeah, have a nice day. I'll see you next time. Hopefully you'll come back for another review, and I'll see you, and I'll be like, yeah, there you are from my last video. Your pretty little face. Alright, that's all. That's enough of that creeper stuff. Okay, bye. For real this time.